back to another video, and I am in no condition to be filming this. I'm pretty sick, as you can as you can tell now. Basically, life kicked me in the nads last night. I woke up. I don't even know really if I actually got any sleep. I remember laying down around 2 a.m., which is usually a little bit later than I usually go to bed anyway. Really just had a hard time falling asleep last night, and then I remember 4 a.m. on the clock, and I could not fall back asleep for some reason until about 6, which is when I finally went back to sleep, or finally went completely to sleep. I don't know. So I'm running on like 5 hours of sleep right now, which to some people doesn't seem like crazy bad, but for me it's catastrophic. And on top of that, I've been sick. Basically, I woke up Saturday with a sore throat and stuffy nose, cold. I can shake this off. And then starting yesterday, I started to develop some severe nausea, and it's really kicked into today as well. I feel like that's part of the reason why I had a hard time falling asleep. I got really sick the moment I tried to lay down last night, but anyway, due to all the circumstances, me being sick and the really bad anxiety attack that kept me up till 6, I am going to want to doing an update video a little bit early on the channel itself. Basically, future content a little bit earlier than I wanted to. Usually I do these videos later on in the month, but due to, like I said, the circumstances, the weather's not very great outside either, so which is why I'm not doing anything with the truck right now. I'm just going to wind up doing this channel update a little bit earlier than I wanted to. So basically, we'll start off with normal content, normal videos. Basically, right now, everything's going fine with the videos. I've gotten pretty much everything I've wanted to get done this year done when it comes to content I wanted to do. Minus, like I've said in previous updates, I wanted to do more car reviews. Unfortunately, I just haven't had the time to set up and, get any cars lined up to do, thanks to school, of course, and availability of other people, as well as the cars themselves. For example, the S2000 right now, like I've said in previous videos, Hayden's car is completely out of commission right now. It's in the shop as we speak. It should be coming out today when I'm filming this, Monday when I'm filming this. There's no telling when that'll happen, if it'll even come out of the shop. There are tons of other cars I could review though, and like I said, I haven't had the space and time frame to set up a review, because it does take a while to film one, believe it or not. Because there's a lot that goes into it. There's freaking locations for filming the glamour shots of the cars. There's the actual footage for the video itself. There's post-production, there's editing, and of course there's uploading. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into reviews. And that's half the reason why I haven't done one since January. I've just struggled to find cars to review, and that. So that's kind of where I am right now with those. As for the Caffeine Out Team Vlog series, which is, as I've said, the current longest running series on the channel that's active, right now everything's going well with that. We've moved back to PC editing, if you guys have been able to tell, with the return of music to the vlogs and all that crap. Basically what happened is I was having issues with Adobe Premiere for the longest time, and it was glitching out. It would crash my computer, it would crash itself, and the preview for the video was completely buggy, which caused the render to be buggy, which is what killed off Caffeine Out Team Vlog 21 and my 400 sub special that I was going to do. That is pretty much gone as well at this point, thanks to that. So that killed that off. I was going to have to wait till 500 now. And who knows, might be a little bit better of a video in that way. Anyway, so yeah, so I went through that. I've moved to iMovie on my cell phone for a little while to edit a few videos. A pretty good majority of last month's videos were edited using iMovie. And then I moved back to the PC with DaVinci Resolve, which has worked fantastically. I only had one problem with it, which was it failed to render Caffeine Out Team Vlog 22 3 times, because if you remember, Caffeine Out Team Vlog 22 was huge, so it took a lot of space on the hard drive, and I had to do some clearing to get it to fit, because that was the problem. It was my hard drive was running out of space before it did. Well, my solid state was. I have a solid state on the computer, which is where the majority of my stuff is on that computer. So that's why, you know, the videos have changed quality a little bit. I feel like they're a little bit better now than they were with the iMovie editing. The iMovie editing was okay, but this DaVinci Resolve stuff is way better. And as I said in the last video involving the S2000, when the update on the car, not not last Saturday's video, um, I probably am going to wind up canceling my Premiere subscription and deleting the software off my computer completely, because right now it's a waste of space. It doesn't work. The last time I tried using it, I've been having issues out of it. So, and plus at this point, I'm learning DaVinci so well that I feel like it'd be hard for me to adjust back to Premiere if I just quit using DaVinci Resolve. So, that's kind of where I'm at with editing softwares. I am planning on fixing my GoPro case. If you know, unless you're one of those sticklers that knows I don't have a real GoPro, but I have a DV Power Action Cam. I just call it a GoPro because it's a lot easier than saying, okay, it's time to go to the GoPro versus time to go to the DV Power Action Cam 4K Ultra Edition. Because obviously it's a mouthful. The same style camera, does the same crap as a normal GoPro was. It's just the audio quality is not that great. I broke the waterproof case on it, which is what has allowed me to use the head strap, because unlike an actual GoPro, or like the like the Hero Session, it has like the little case on it that just clips onto the outside of it, and you hook it up and it's fine. There's no need for like a huge, big waterproof case. The DB Power requires it, and to hook up to any accessories, and I broke it. Yeah, so I broke the clip that holds it together. I don't know how. I literally just like picked it up one day and I noticed it was cracked and it chipped off. So I'm gonna have to fix it. Figure out something to do with it to make it work again, because I did like making the GoPro videos when I did that with the tune and the trip to work that day when I worked at Advance. Even filming wise, equipment wise, I'm doing alright right now with my iPhone X. I've had an iPhone X for a few months, about 5 or 6 months I think at this point. It's about July, August, somewhere in that time zone when I got it. I really didn't know it was in July, August, like June, July, somewhere in there. I got this phone, and I love it to death. And it's only given me one big problem. That was like a week after I got it, and ever since I haven't had any major bugs with the phone. Minus the fact that it doesn't have a bezel, so I've accidentally like hit the wrong button sometimes and have to go and correct it. Not fun. Basically, that's that. Film equipment wise, no, editing softwares and stuff. I've gotten everything, you know, in a position where I won't have to worry about it anymore. So I'm pretty happy about that. Basically, the only thing really left to do with like crazy content wise is, of course, the return of the S2000, which will be coming very soon. Hopefully, sometime this week we'll be shooting that. It'll probably wind up being Saturday's video due to availability for the both of us. Like I've said, I've got finals this week. Starting today, when you guys are seeing this, I'll have my first 2 finals, and then it'll be, you know, I have 3 more finals throughout the week. So it's gonna be a heck of a week for me, and I'm not looking forward to it. Basically, right now we're looking at just a time frame on that. Like I said, it'll probably be about Saturday to get that video out, because the car will be coming out of the shop today. But the problem is that since I'll be working on stuff for these finals, and Hayden will be doing his own thing, we won't be able to, you know, get that video shot. As well as a year in recap video that will be going around New Year's. I'm probably going to start working on that one in probably about a week or so during my Christmas break. I'll probably be looking into, you know, building that video up. I've also got some collaborations going on with the Gaming Goomba we've been talking about. It's getting together for a video for his channel. Basically, it's going to be a heck of a week or heck of the next couple of weeks for videos. I'm pretty excited for what we have going on. The truck at this point, so I guess we'll move into cars. The truck at this point, speaking of car content, is going to be kind of at a halt for the year. Pretty much every cent that I'm getting in the next few weeks will be going to buying everyone Christmas gifts and all of that. You know, buying my brother and sister gifts, buying my friends gifts. You know, buying Michael's, Hayden's, and everyone else's gifts that I decided to buy gifts for. That'll kind of be my next check this week. Will be going to that. The truck is pretty much done for the year when it comes to mods. You know, until, you know, my secret project comes up around Christmas time, so that'll be fun. We won't be getting anything installed, but the parts should be in by Christmas, so that'll be really fun to announce and all that. So pretty much that's the truck. As for the 3.7 Mustang, my dad's car, everything's kind of at a halt with that. It's been at a halt. We've been waiting for funds to come together to continue work on that car. Basically, you guys didn't know, it's 2014 Mustang V6 automatic. It's my dad's daily driver. He has a bunch of ideas for the car, but due to funds, we haven't been able to truly get into it. I mean, obviously, when you have a family, your cars always come last, and that's exactly what's happened. My dad wants to put money into that car, but he just hasn't had the funds to do it because, you know, I'm a thing, and my brother and sister are things, so obviously, the responsibilities of being a parent come before, you know, your hobbies, so that's kind of exactly what's going on with that. Hopefully next year we'll bring the funds together to start working on that car. We've already picked out, or he's already picked out an exhaust for it, and all that. So we got to just, you know, knuckle down and get that done. So, as for the Kia, as I've said in previous videos, it's kind of in limbo right now. It's not being sold, it's not being parted out. I have to say that anytime I mention the Kia, because it seems to be a common trend. People try to buy stuff off the car, like buy fenders and buy bumpers, and, you know, buy doors off the car, and I'm like, this car's not being parted out. We have it, we're keeping it for a reason. And basically next year, I'm happy to announce the Kia will be finally getting some light shown on it, and we'll finally be back on the road next year. We're basically working out the specifics of everything, what it needs to be roadworthy again. It's definitely going to need brake rotors. They have been rusted out forever. It's probably going to need a lot of work to get the brake system relubricated, as the car has sat for over a year without motion at all. The most it's moved was when I pushed it about a couple feet to get it off a shrubbery in the yard, because the shrubbery grew and started like hitting the car. So I had to move it forward. That's the most the dang thing's moved in a year. It hasn't started in several months, so the oil's probably broken down pretty bad. I've recommended an oil change for it, and it needs a motor mount and a battery, which is what kept me from driving it, besides the fact I sucked at driving stick. And pretty much, besides the S2000, which we've already done an update video on if you haven't seen it already, that's the cars. Everything is kind of at a halt for the year, for the rest of this year, and mods will resume on those in 2019. And as I've said for the truck, there's a lot of projects for next year that will be happening, and it will be absolutely spectacular. But yeah, that's that with the cars. I guess some closing remarks for this channel update. I won't guarantee a video on Thursday. As I said, I've been sick. You know, I've got finals this week. There's a lot of stress on me this semester. It's not been a very good semester for me grade-wise. I'm not in danger of failing any of my classes now. I had a very high grade on a math test, which practically saved my grade in that class, which was the only class I was really struggling in. So, but finals week is always extremely stressful for me, because I do have, you know, all these tests to do within a week time span, and I have really bad test anxiety, which is probably what caused my anxiety attack that kept me awake last night. So basically, like I said, I can't guarantee a video on Thursday, so if there's not a video on Thursday, we'll probably do a live stream, because that, of course, will be, my last final will be Thursday, so I'll be free to do a live stream that night. Pretty much every second of my resources right now is going into my math final. I'm not concerned about my other finals. I'm doing fine in those classes. I'm not afraid of failing any of them. I'm pretty much in perfect position to pass every class I have, and that's kind of where I'm at. I just need to buckle down and, you know, tear this math final apart. I did miss that class today, though, and that was my review today. Today was because of my sickness and my panic attack that I had. So pretty much, guys, that wraps everything up. I just want to say thank you guys for the support this year and all the fantastic stuff that you guys have commented. Sometimes I've received messages on Instagram from you guys, and I hope you guys know that means the world to me. Yeah, so that wraps everything up. Thank you guys again. I'm sorry how long this video was, but we'll see you guys next time.